Good morning. This is the Untouchable True School Sports here again, making a little brief summary of the Dominic Breazeale and Otto Wallin fight that happened last night. I'll be honest, Dominic Breazeale came in after a 2-year stunt for not being in boxing, or being in boxing but naturally having a fight. And his last fight was against Deontay Wilder, when Deontay Wilder knocked the shit out of him, and he hasn't come back. He actually, Dominic Breazeale actually changed fighters. He actually went and got, not fighters, trainers. He actually went with Abel Sanchez, and they showed in the fight with Otto Wallin, because all he kept doing is pressuring. A lot of the fighters that Abel Sanchez trains, he teaches them how to come forward and pressure. But in this fight, as in any case with Dominic Breazeale, he didn't show me anything. He's really slow with his punches. He did catch Wallin here and there, but it wasn't nothing to no avail. Wallin's foot speed and movement were very difficult for Breazeale to time or do anything with. And to me, Breazeale seemed very slow. He seemed very slow. There wasn't throwing enough. And let me tell you, that left hand that Wallin has, that southpaw, he was taking it to Breazeale the whole way. He totally dominated the fight. He showed that he's moving up and doing the right thing. So, because Wallin actually, like I was saying, he actually used that left hand wisely and dominated Breazeale with that. Breazeale had no answers for anything at all, and I'll be honest with you. So, congratulations to Otto Wallin. Like I said, he uses foot speed. He uses that left hand, that left jab, that overhand left that Breazeale had no answer for. Breazeale was just, to me, look, he was moving forward and trying to get used to that one power punch that he usually has, because he's known for his power, but it just didn't work against Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin was too smart for him. Where does Breazeale go from here? I don't know. It's only his second loss. He's only prior to this fight, he's only lost to Joshua and Wilder. So for Wallin to get a victory over him and put his name in his resume, Breazeale's resume, to let him know that, hey, you know what? Besides Wilder and Joshua, I beat your ass too. So, but I don't know where, as far as Abel Sanchez goes with him, because I'll be honest with you, Abel Sanchez, to me, didn't really show me anything different than he does with all his fighters. And Breazeale being the pressure fighter, he was very slow, very slow. He couldn't handle Wallin at all. So I'm happy for Wallin to win the fight. I don't know where Breazeale goes from here, but I'm happy for Wallin. I'm glad he used that jab. I'm glad he used his foot movement. And let me tell you, for Breazeale being away for 2 years, you would think he'd be training more and be more. He was out of shape, very out of shape for me. Wasn't throwing the punches right. When he did, he didn't have that much power. A few times he showed a little glimpse of himself, but that southpaw from Wallin was the key. That southpaw left that Wallin had, that was the key, and his movement was just too much for Breazeale to handle. So that is my review on the Otto Wallin and Dominic Breazeale. He couldn't handle Wallin's speed, and he definitely couldn't his movement, and Breazeale definitely couldn't handle his left jab and his overhand jab. So Wallin took this fight. Look forward to see what he does. Breazeale, I got a lot of questions that he didn't show me. He needs to answer before I can even say anything about him. So again, keep subscribing to the channel, True School Sports. Thank you for listening to us. And again, this is Pop from True School Sports, the untouchable True School Sports. Thank you again. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to all the boxing world and the U.S. of A., the great country of ours. Listen, I just want to give you a recap of last night's fight between Adrien Broner and Gervonta Santiago in the welterweight division. My quick synopsis about that is that I honestly think they gifted a free gift to the problem, Adrien Broner. He actually, I don't think he won that fight, but they gave it to him on a UD decision. He's back after a 2-year layoff. He looked a little sloppy in the ring. He fought the way he always fights in the ring. Never throws enough punches, and for some reason, the judges probably seen him throw the crispier punches that he landed on the opponent, Santiago. But I totally disagree. According to Copy Box, people say that sometimes Copy Box is good, sometimes it's not. But according to them, Gervonta Santiago threw twice as many punches as Broner, and he also had more power punches than Broner did. The only stat that Broner actually had in his favor was his jabs. Broner only threw 98 punches. Can you tell me that? He only landed 98 punches in a 12-round fight, whereas Gervonta Santiago landed 200 and some plus punches on him. And I think he actually made a fight for Broner, and I thought he had the fight won. But unfortunately, boxing is boxing. I got 4 eyes, and even my 4 eyes won't lie to me. But for the judges, I don't know what they're looking at. Anyways, like I said, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. It was a great fight, and good to see Broner back. And for Gervonta Santiago, I think he won that fight. That's my my short review on that fight. I think Broner came back. I don't know if he's going to make any noise in the welterweight division. I think he needs to move back up to welterweight. He was saying that he wants to stay at 140 and go from there. I think he's not. I think he's done with 140. He needs to move up to 147. Anyways, again, congratulations on the win to Adrien the Problem Broner. Even though I thought that Gervonta Santiago won the fight based on what I saw. Good morning, everybody. I'm here for the Sunshine State, the 305-954 South Florida. This is the Untouchable True School Sports Pops. I just want to let you guys know that we had a great fight last night between Miguel Berchelt and Oscar Valdez. I had, prior to the fight, thought that Berchelt was going to dominate Valdez and take him down. He was going to overpower him, but Valdez proved me wrong. That's what happens when you get in that ring. You just don't know how much heart, how much grit your opponent has. And let me tell you, Valdez came out there and put an ass whipping on Berchelt that he didn't know which way to go. And he mainly did it with his left jab and his left hook. The left hook put Berchelt down twice. It was a shocker to me. I'm sure it was a shocker to other people. But I did give all the respects to Valdez because he came out here. Oscar Valdez came out, and like he said, he wanted to fight the fighters in their prime, and he didn't want to have no regrets when he turns 80 years old. And be able to say, oh, I didn't fight this guy when I was in my prime. So respect to him for what he did. He came out with courage, true heart, and true grit. And that's what happens when you believe in yourself and prove the doubters wrong. Respect again to Oscar Valdez. Glad to see that Berchelt's in good health after Valdez knocked the shit out of him. And everything is fine with both boxers. But today's day belongs to Oscar Valdez and the Mexican people. Actually, the Mexican people want both ways because they have 2 great fighters in the ring, and that's what you want. You know, when you get 2 great fighters in the ring, boxing, especially Mexicans, you know you're going to go in for a war. And that's what happened. Berchelt had, 38 fights, and tearing up every opponent, and I thought he was going to do the same thing again, but it just didn't happen. So like I said, I got to give all the credit to Valdez. Got to respect what he did, and believe me, he's going to make some noise, and he surely deserves it. So once again, that's what I'm going to say about that fight. It was one of the best. If you're an avid boxing fan, if you're a casual boxing fan, if you're from Mexico or wherever you're from and you didn't enjoy this fight, there's something wrong with you because it's one of the best fights that I've seen in a while from my perspective as Valdez, and I had him as an underdog. So you know what? Respect to him again, and respect to everybody. Everybody wins when you have a fight like this, and Mexican people better take pride and rise up. Again, congratulations to Oscar Valdez. That's what's up.